So, hello. Once again, I'm back on my Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. Once again, I'm recording locally and streaming today on the Twitch service. I made an error and put the wrong settings just before, so this is another go. But it's all good because it was lasted maybe for a minute, maybe 2 minutes. So yeah, bad start. Anyway, as in the past few days, those who have been watching my streams and or YouTube video regarding this system, I'm using Arch Linux. And before I will continue further, let me check out the stream and then show you the system information and all that jazz. So let's see. Okay, supposedly it works just fine. Let's open up the websites to have them ready. This one is the other one, and then this. Okay, now let's go to the system settings in order to show you the system information. So here we are about the system. As I said, Arch Linux Plasma KDE Plasma version 6.6.4 Wayland, of course. The CPU of the system is an AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the GPU is also AMD Radeon RX 6800M. And the system also has 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SSD storage. So now let's go to the terminal. Love this wallpaper, by the way. Let's put up the wallpaper up here in the corner. Let's zoom in a bit. I think that's fine. So yeah, as you can see, you can pause the stream or later on the YouTube video in order to take your own time and read everything at your own pace. But pay attention that once again, I'm using the system at full native resolution without scaling or something. Just full blast 4K. Basically 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz. However, as you will soon see, I'm streaming and recording at full HD 30 FPS. Just for today, because when I will stream on YouTube channel, then I will once again stream at full 4K resolution. So yeah, let's go to the OBS settings. Video, full HD, 30 FPS as I mentioned, and basically I'm using once again the hardware encoder of FMPEG FAPI H.264, both for the streaming and the recording, at 8000 bitrate. And yeah, that's it basically, nothing insane, just basic streaming stuff and recording. So let's see what is Arch Linux for those who don't know, or for those who like to remember. Let's just first use the Arch Linux Wikipedia. Arch Linux is an open source rolling release Linux distribution. Arch Linux is kept up to date by regularly updating the individual pieces of software that it comprises. It provides monthly snapshots which are used as installation media. Arch Linux is intentionally minimal and is meant to be configured by the user during installation so that they may add only what they require, and goes on and offers plenty of good information. But one should make a favor to themselves and pay a visit to this website, the official Arch Linux website, which is one of the best, if not the best in the business. Yeah, a simple lightweight distribution. You have reached the website for Arch Linux, a lightweight and flexible Linux distribution that tries to keep it simple. Currently, we have official packages optimized for the x86-64 architecture. We complement our official package sets with a community-operated package repository that grows in size and quality each and every day. And it goes on and say a few very important things. And then let's just go and visit the basically Arch Linux wiki, the official version. And once again, Arch Linux is an independently developed x86-64 general purpose GNU Linux distribution that strives to provide the latest stable versions of most software by following a rolling release model. The default installation is a minimal base system configured by the user to only add what is purposely required. And here you can read what it's a rolling release model, but I'll let you do that on your own time. I think this is quite a good start for you to have an idea of what is an Arch Linux. So yeah, today basically I had one and only one thing to accomplish. I did that. It was somewhat finicky. I think that was maybe because I had something different in mind and it went some other way. Whatever, I just want to let you know that I have accomplished it, and I'm talking about the rounded corners of basically the apps, the windows on the system. So basically it doesn't matter if you open, regardless of the technology of the app. I'll open all the apps that I have on my dock. So regardless of the technology of the app, you can see, maybe already saw it, my windows, my app windows having borders. The focused one has this magenta, bright magenta outline, and the rest had the shade of blue. Anyway, I'll keep on going, almost there. Oh, just opened, my bad. So this is good. And then XIV Lancer. Boom. So yeah, as you can notice, all of my apps, let's go to OBS here. As you can see, all of the apps, nice background. ROG, Republic of Gamers, if I remember correctly, from Asus. But yeah, I'm using a Dell Alienware, but nice background though. Anyway, back to the business. So yeah, focused app has this bright magenta once again, and the others that aren't in focus have this blue border. Love this configuration. First saw it in my adventure on the amazing Garuda Linux Dragonized Gaming Edition. Yeah, I love that distribution. It changed my mind, the way I see things and do things forever. Anyway, long story short, I loved it, and then I try to replicate every chance I get, so here we are. I'm closing all the apps now, okay. So as you saw, that works perfectly fine, and it matches my theming, the looks basically that I was aiming for the system. That coloring, I mean. And then I saw you the other day that I have accomplished my wallpaper jumper and my cursor factory. Let me show you one more time. Where are we now? 859. Okay, I will move a bit back, 850. I will jump at 850. Boom, just like that. Boom. And we are back in another wallpaper. And now we'll go forward where I was, 859 if I remember correctly. Boom, just like that. And yeah, that went fine. Once again, I forgot to enable this one. Sorry, my bad. Okay. And this one now is the cursor factory, basically. It asks you where do you have, if you have already installed in your place, in your drive, basically the Breeze cursors, the KDE Breeze cursors Git clone. And if you don't have it, you just close the window, the system loads everything for you automatically, and then it asks you to name your cursor. I'll just do a green random whatever. Literally it's for testing purposes. Now I'll just go like this maybe, or like this. This is the inside of the cursor, and let's just do this for the border, for the outline of the cursor. And soon thereafter the system will create for you very quickly your own personal favorite cursor set. Okay, and now you only have to go to the system settings and change it to your own cursor, and just pay attention to the message that it will give you. So yeah, like this, cursors, here it is. I will use it, why not? Let's just use it, just for the lols. And as you can see here, you can select a different size. Pay attention to this message. Basically it says to you that you may have to log out if an app or something doesn't follow, doesn't change to the cursor that we have selected. And other than that, you can keep on working. I haven't noticed anything crazy happening. So let's check out a few apps. Let's just open this one, this one. Let's just open Flatseal, for example. And maybe, I don't know, Krita. And let's see how it will perform. Basically, as you can see, Krita is fine, Flatseal is fine, Dolphin is fine, and this is fine too. So yeah, no problem whatsoever so far. Anyway, this is it so far, and then I promised that I will prepare my system with a virtual manager in order to show you the basic installation steps that I had for this Arch Linux system that when I used in order to install it, the Arch install script. And I have done that, of course. I have installed Virtual Manager, and I'm midway of basically replicating somewhat my setup inside the virtual machine, but not to show you, just to help me write the guide, because I wasn't a good boy. Yeah, I didn't write the guide at the same time as I was creating this system, so I had to go back at the beginning again. But I'm working on it. So yeah, I don't want to drag this any longer. I hope that you like what you see. Everything goes as planned at the moment, so I'm very happy about it. And hopefully, if all will go well, tomorrow I will show you how to do the Arch install steps that I did personally, and if you prefer you can customize it as you see fit then. But yeah, it's not that much of a big deal. So I guess if you are somewhat accustomed with computers, and if you like to get your feet wet, you'll have no troubles using Arch install in order to install this amazing Arch Linux distribution. Anyway, as always, thank you for everything and see you on the next one. Bye!